Welcome to the T Roh Show. It's your host, Keith. Got some things that we need to talk about, so let's get started. All right. Almost 3 months ago, we put the government of the United States of America in trust and went over to the assembly of Elohim under the reign of the heavens. We're not looking for any recognition or official recognition from any country, because most of those countries, the reason why they're recognized at the United Nations is because they're registered at the stock market as a country. I kid you not. It's what they did. The bankers, you wanted to register or get your country recognized. Even the countries that were already recognized registered their country at the stock market. So they were pushed to do that. That gave them a bunch of identity numbers, and then they were able to do their economies, through the stock market and give control over to that. So it took it out of the hands of the people. Okay, so we're talking 3 months ago. A little bit less than 3 months ago. Has anybody seen or noticed the advancement that has been taking place since the government of the United States of America has not been convening? It was put in trust. All of those claims were put in trust. Has anybody noticed that? They're encroaching upon encroachment. They've even got incandescent light bulbs, off the market. Since that time, since we started in 2010, the Amish have become its own economy, becoming very rich people. And they did this from mom and pop stores. They still do now. You can go to their homes and buy whatever they're selling, whether it's eggs or milk or whatever it is. It's a mom and pop store. And they did that. Why can't everybody else do that? We tried to make it to where everybody else could do that, or we're doing that. Couldn't get anybody to do it. Couldn't get anybody to make something like make a cake and sell the freaking cake. They could have made cupcakes and sold cupcakes. Okay? That's what could have happened in the last 13 years. That's okay. The Amish got it now. You're good. They're billionaires and you're poor and messed up. What they did decide to do, or what people did decide to do, is attack the government of the United States of America relentlessly over the 13 years and attack myself. The name Keith Edward Living Way is now mud. Nothing. Because why? Because I have a bunch of liars attacking me. Complete and total liars, and they all know it. And so every time we tried to help these idiots, we were attacked by the people that we were actually protecting from the people like Schwab. We were protecting that. They've been moving at lightning speed ever since we just said, okay, we're going to hang this up and we're going to go to the reign of the heavens and you guys have a good day. Ever since we did that, encroaching beyond measure. Alex Jones just put a video out last night that stated that he's worried about being thrown off the air. Gee, I wonder why, Alex. We tried to help you, and you guys in your network thought you were winning, and you're not in any way, shape, or form. I'd be very surprised if Trump gets in. But you're trying to save a turd. Why would you do that? You can't polish that turd. Stop trying to save it. Realize that this is it's a spiritual warfare. It's not, has nothing to do with what's going on here. Has nothing to do with what's going on with the flag. and a pledge to that flag. Has nothing to do with the White House, a Biden. I mean, does everybody realize how sick they are about hearing about Biden's son? I mean, seriously, who cares about the guy? Nobody cares. Nobody cares whether he's doing coke. Nobody cares whether he's doing his cousin. Who cares? No one. No one. It doesn't matter because people are having a hard time making their the bills, making ends meet. They can't do it. They don't care about his son. And no matter what you guys do, that party that's there right now will twist it and turn it, no matter what you do, and change it to where they win. They get away with it for years. That's how they've been getting away with it for years. No one's going to see any jail time. Nothing. They own the jail. They have the keys. They can get in and out anytime they want. Why? Because they're worshiping the devil. They're worshiping demons. Clintons, demon worshipers. Right out of her own mouth. Now, everybody knows where the Clintons may be going. They may not, after all of this is said and done, and they're getting to that age, right? They have to believe there's no hell because they can't believe that they'd be going there. This is the spiritual warfare. Spiritual. Nothing to do. All you have to do is do what we've been doing to hold them back for years, which is object. We've been putting together, the Assembly of Elohim have been putting together objections. Now we're going to start back and doing what we're doing. We're going to show you how far you can make things go. We're going to show you how you make things disappear. How all of a sudden they start not gaining so much ground so quickly. And if you want, in the comments of this show, come up with something that you're objecting to. We'll write it up and put it in the newspaper. And they're going to say, well, that's not going to work. Okay, so we don't know what we're talking about. So yet we've been doing it for 13 years. You know better because you've really helped your country in the past 3 months. And you know better as to, oh, well, everybody's just waiting. We're just going to have to kill them. That's what you're all waiting for, right? The first day, if you watch somebody next to you die, you will puke all over the floor. You're going to know that that's not a way to go. This is a spiritual battle, not a physical battle here. And guess what? Your opposition knows that. Have way more faith than you ever will. They're kicking your butt. And we're going to start objecting one more time. And we're going to show people this is where it was here. This is where it is now. Okay? We've done it for years, folks. And we said, yes, we're protecting this country. We're holding them back. We're doing what we can. And the people that were getting caught and screwed with, we came to their defense. And then guess what? The people we were protecting were stupid. Stupid. Because they came back and attacked us, and particularly they attacked me. Because they got their feelings hurt. That's all it was. They got their feelings hurt. They didn't want to face what they were doing. Big wussies. Big time. So, we'll show you one more time. Here's Mr. Schwab. This guy won't last very long, by the way. Okay, here it is here. World Economic Forum calls for reduced private vehicles by eliminating ownership. Let me make sure that this got shared and you can hear the sound. And there we go.
Sponsors that little get-together, that boondoggle in Davos every year. Why do major private CEOs even go to that thing?
Why does anybody?
Okay. Now, here's the same guy, okay? Basically, he's a devil worshiper. His dad has been a devil worshiper. His father was a devil worshiper. I think his dad used to work for Hitler, almost directly for Hitler. And this guy is running. Listen to how he speaks. And then this guy is running the show here. The Bidens, they go to his economic forums thing. This is like private club. It runs things, and they're for bankers. That's basically it. That's what they do.
Is the ex-premier of the People's Republic of China and a member of the Chinese Communist Party's Central Committee Politburo Standing Committee. Premier Li has a distinguished career in public service, having led the economic and social development of three major provinces.
Okay. He's going to he wants to run the world, yet he cannot pronounce economic. He calls it economic. Economic. Guys, that sounds like the people today that are have graduated high school in the past 20 years. Economic. And I believe they pronounce leopard as leopard. So this guy wants to run the world, yet he can't say World Economic Forum. Okay.
Zhujiang, Yangshu, and Shanghai.
So this idiot is and the people that join these people have come up and started assuming things that is none of their business. Watch this one.
Well, we need the people who understand the language.
Okay, I'm going to do this here, making sure you guys can see and hear this, because it's very irritating when you're trying to play a video and then sound isn't even on. Okay.
Well, we need the people who understand the language and the case law in the country. Because what qualifies as hate speech, as illegal hate speech, which you will have soon also in the US, I think that we have a strong reason why we have this in the criminal law. We need the platforms to simply work with the language and to identify such cases. The AI would be too dangerous. Well, we need the people who understand the.
Okay, extremely evil woman right here, demon worshiper. Probably drinks blood. These people all do the same thing. Okay, but no, you guys know better, and then you attack me and call me a fraud. Okay, and you're going to find out you were wrong the whole time. You were getting rid of people that were trying to protect their country. And the people that are over in the rain, they don't work for you anymore. Screw you. They are subject to Jesus, the Christ. Whatever they do for him. They don't do it for people anymore. Okay? Because your arrogance when you were attacking myself and others and basically everybody was It was unrestricted. You thought you were powerful by coming after us. And all you were doing was going after people and crapping all over their name because you were too ignorant. You won't read a book. You were too ignorant to do anything yourself. All we were doing was waiting for people to settle their states. And all they had to do was come together in one meeting room and start making decisions. Instead, you wanted to come and steal everybody else's work and say, I want to be a part of the government of the United States of America. That's my government. And we're not going to allow those people in there to take over my government. So you demonize those people that have been protecting you, that were protected by Jesus himself, because every decision we were making was coming from him. And you trashed names with malice. So basically, screw you. And we're going to do this for Jesus now. And we serve him and not your sorry asses. Okay? Because you just don't care. You have no boundaries in your criminals. You come and try to steal everybody else's stuff. Just like the US military does when they go to other countries. They go in and steal and take what they want by force. And that's what the people do here. No one wants people like you in charge. No one. The world won't listen to you. They don't want to be about you. They don't want anything to do with you. They're literally trying to kill you. And then people that come in and try to help you and educate your sorry asses, you turn around and use that education against them. Who in this world? Yeah, we were the last ones. You're not getting any more help. Nobody's going to come to your defense. You're on your own. Because you destroy everybody that tries to do something, that tries to help. It's like your house is burning down, and the firefighters that are trying to put it out, you're out there shooting every one of them, calling them evil. That's how ignorant you are. A lot of people did that. And I mean a lot. You wanted to be a hero, so let's take down the government of the United States of America. Really? The only ones that are helping you? The only ones that would help you? The only ones that would put their lives on the line and deliver you from offshore into the states of the Union, and it costs you nothing? Nothing. The National Assembly the American National Assembly is trying to help and trying to do things. Still, they're doing that. And they're going to give you till about a year and a half. And after that, they're going to stop helping. We don't even care about Anna von Reitz. She doesn't do anything. She's never made a difference in this world. She's never made a difference anywhere. All she does is write bitchy letters of you stole our money and you suck. That's it. Oh, and then he doesn't have the authority to do this and authority to do that. Who cares? It's a letter from an old lady. Nobody cares. It's only the people that she promises are going to get a lot of money. So she writes letters to thieves and then tries to shame them into giving them their money that they stole. It's hilarious to watch. She's a joke, and everybody else in her organization is a joke. See, I can say these things now because I'm not holding a government office. I can tell you what I think and what I feel. And I don't care what you think and feel, because it's going to be negative anyways. It's going to be, you people suck. It's not going to be, hey, we really appreciate what you did or what you tried to do for the country. You know, it was a great personal cost. Could have been a millionaire right now in what I was doing for a living. I could be sitting on a yacht right now. I could be sitting in Cancun right now. But no, I tried to help people. Foolishly tried to help people. And gave up a lot of my own personal stuff because of it. My own personal freedom. It damaged a lot of, had a lot of emotional damage because of it. And that was it. I had a friend, Regan Reedy. He was a long time ago. They did the elders of the Restore America plan. He was a part of that deal. And the bankers walked up to him and said, here is I think it was a $4 trillion or $4 billion check. I can't remember which one it was. Signed by the Treasurer of the United States. He says, all you guys have to do is stop what you're doing. And that's it. You can go anywhere. We won't bother you. And he is in jail right now. You know why? Because he didn't sign the check. He didn't accept it. He kicks himself every day because he didn't want to be a sellout to his country. And 3 months later, his name was mud. People were trashing him everywhere. And he's going, oh man, I should have took the check. He could have went and bought an island and never have to hear from anyone again. Believe me, I hold no resentment against people. I'm saying it the way it is. This is just honesty. I'm not doing it out of resentment or anger or anything of that nature. I've got something so much better now than I could ever dream of. Way better. And it's not being done for people. This glorifies our Father in heaven, Jesus the Christ, his Son, the set apart Spirit, the fact that they did all these things to give you salvation, because nothing here on this planet matters, guys. It's all a spiritual warfare. Nothing on this planet matters other than his desire. Way more better than people like this on the screen that would even know, know something. So we're going to show you. We're going to show you a few things. Here it is. No one has the authority to microchip children. Okay, so, and by the way, people are welcome to join the Reign of the Heavens. They're welcome to join as a Reign National, a Reign citizen. If you want to do the American National thing, you just get a hold of Brandon Gibbs. I think they still have the North American. We have the North American National Party. We're the seceding party. Okay, so what it is that we our answer to all the questions that everyone has is secede. Get away from it. You have the right not to associate with people. The right of association and non-association. You have the right to do that. And can't believe after 13 years of doing this, we still have to inform people what their rights are. So you don't have to talk to people that are involved in Baal Peor. That's a religion, Baal Peor and Satan worship. You don't have to talk to them. Just stop talking to them. Your problems would have been solved if you hadn't listened to Trump. Trump hangs out with Schwab, guys. Any dummies are, well, we'll just wait and see whether he's going to get in office and blah, blah, blah. Like your vote counts, like anybody cares about you. Their greatest pastime is lying and tricking you. They think that's the funniest thing in the world. So look at these idiots are going to listen. They're going to believe me. And guess what? People do. They believe them. Shocking. Believe it or not, the Economic Forum comes up, World Economic Forum, and they say, they say they have a good argument to chipping children. And I say a good argument for chipping children is not an argument. It's just a desire. If you stop the world sex rings of trafficking children, then maybe you won't need to chip them. But what do? You cause the problem. Because World Economic Forum, it's in the term economic. Okay. And that's an organization that works for the bankers. Been around since 1970. So if the bankers would go around, instead of looking up people that they don't like, but actually go and look at accounts where it's a little fishy of what's going on there, because it's very possible that children are being trafficked, and you can see the patterns and understand where it is, and you can trace every bit of it. Oh, it's such a mystery as to where these children are coming from and where they're going and who's buying them. It's such a mystery. But I have no problem showing up to somebody's house and saying, did you say this about somebody on social media? Oh, yes, I did. I have rights of freedom of speech. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're going to jail for hurting somebody's feelings. This is what they do. All right. So this is a new international, national, and county public notice. The World Economic Forum does not have any authority to microchip children or anyone, no matter its arguments for it. If the World Economic Forum would like to serve a purpose, it would stop the child trafficking organizations and its industry, so no microchips would be necessary. What's our authority for this? Matthew 28:18, for the assembly of Elohim. We got one more here, because this is important. You need to, the politicians need to launder some money. So what they do is they take this money and they put them in trusts and organizations and those types of things. And what they do is they take they invest in LED lights companies, and then ban the incandescent light bulbs in their office. Well, we're going to ban that, and we're going to have an LED light, and then we'll launder our money with and invest in the LED business. That's all they're doing. Stocks go way down in one, and then they go way up in another. It's a good way to make some money for them. There's no proof that incandescent light bulbs are doing any harm to Earth or the inhabitants thereof, and therefore are not banned. Biden's not in charge, folks. He's subject to the sovereign of this world, just like everybody else is. And he has no right to ban anything. That is private property being made. Unless people are screaming out of the incandescent light bulb pandemic, where everyone is being burned by their lights. It's ridiculous, folks. You're sitting there letting it happen, not doing a thing. Okay. America will not have hate speech laws. Now, here's our challenge. You can either support us or don't. Your support is not necessary. However, if you want to be something that can change something and be a part of something like that, maybe here on Earth, you might want to be a reign citizen. It's only required to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. That's what you got to do. And we got a couple other things you have to go through. It can only help you. So this is what we do. Nobody has ever challenged the Economic Forum, the World Economic Forum, and their assumption of that they can have the authority, unelected, have the authority to regulate anything. Who's challenging it? Nobody. The Bidens sure aren't going to challenge it, because them and Leonardo DiCaprio, they were at a meeting the other day at the World Economic Forum. He's, I guess Leonardo is considered a world leader. That big dummy that was an actor. Okay, so here you go. America will not have hate speech laws. The American continent will not have hate speech laws, as the EU Commission Vice President claims. The EU Commission, yeah, I just showed you that video, does not have jurisdiction over the American continent. The Crown does not have a jurisdiction over the American continent. The World Economic Forum does not have jurisdiction over the American continent, nor does it have jurisdiction over the Earth. Further, the World Economic Forum has never proven its jurisdiction over the Earth and their assumed claim over the Earth and all of its people, nor has it proven its power of attorney over all speech of the inhabitants in and of the world. So, we'll be the first ones to do this. Again, by the way. This has not come to anyone like David Straight. Nobody's ever thought of doing something like this. The World Economic Forum is hereby being challenged by the Assembly of Elohim to prove its claims of power of attorney over the speech of everyone on earth. The World Economic Forum has 90 days to prove its claim over the speech of all people, or stop exercising its false claim. This is so easy. This is a spiritual warfare. Now they're going to say, the Assembly of Elohim, to prove its claims of power of attorney over the speech of everyone on earth, they have to actually come up with a document that says they have the right to do that. Okay, what we get is from people is, well, how are you going to enforce that? Why do they have to stop it? Oh, I don't know. Probably because it's a spiritual warfare. You have to walk in the spirit. Okay. It's not of this world. This war is in the spirit. The only power Schwab has is the one that he's getting it from. He didn't have any power. Zero. But if he's worshiping demons, the demons will give him power. The power they have. And, you know, then they get to torture him forever, which is really fun for them, by the way. Everybody get that? It's a spiritual warfare. All you have to do is say it. Then they have to do it. And if they ignore it, then the demons that give them power have to stop giving them that power. And they have to go in another direction. That's called spiritual warfare. Matthew 28:18. Go read it. Jesus was given all authority on earth and in heaven. He sits at the right hand of the Father. He gave us this power. But the warfare is in the spirit. It's not on this earth. It's in the spirit. So you have to walk in the spirit in order to fight these guys. Trump. They're coming at you in spiritual warfare, and you're not fighting them with it because you don't walk in the spirit. You walk in Trump. I knew he was going to fail the second he opened his mouth, because Trump is about Trump, about promoting his label and his family. Matter of fact, I could care less about Trump, his family, and his label. If he's not serving Jesus, he's worthless. Worthless to everyone. So they're not speaking for you. He's not helping you. He's helping his millionaire buddies. That's what he's doing. The millionaires have seen a threat here, and the billionaires have seen a threat, and they're protecting themselves. That's all that's going on. They're protecting their money. I don't care about you. Anybody that thinks he cares about you, yeah, good luck with that. Go serve his country for 13 years without any pay whatsoever. Go try that for a while. That's what I always used to tell the agents when they would tell me that. I love my country. Okay. Go do your agent job for 6 months. I'll say, why don't you go do it for a month without pay? We'll see how much you love your country, or you're just bought off. You're just easily bought off with a paycheck. Go do that for a month. You wouldn't survive. There's no way you'd quit. You don't love your country that much. You get paid to love your country. That's the truth. It's the way it is. All right, folks, spiritual warfare. Schwab now has to come back and state something. He has to say it. If he ignores it, he's in default, and it's over. He can't bring it up again. That's how you get rid of your hate speech laws. The people over in Michigan that are doing this are all New World Order folks. All the politicians in the country are for the New World Order. They let them in. They haven't said anything about it. Republicans, Democrats, they're all for the New World Order. They have a allegiance, oath of allegiance to them. We heard it from Beetlejuice up there in Chicago. She said it. And she's got New World Order folks in every key position that you need in a city. You have foreigners running your city. Nobody objects. They just let it go. You see, why is it that Alex Jones doesn't really affect anything? It's because he doesn't really object to it. What he does is he reports it. That's just a puppet. I mean, he'll object here and there to certain things in certain speeches, but that's about it. He doesn't know that he needs to have an assembly. Alex Jones could have formed an assembly in Texas, Austin, Texas, and taken over that town if he wanted to. He didn't do it. Not really there for you. Not really trying to help his country. Literally could have put and we could have set it up for him. Probably one of the most powerful assemblies in the country, because he had the people to do it. And never even tried. So we're not going to waste our time with people like him, and we're going to waste our time trying to save something that's a polished turd in the first place. Not going to waste our time doing that anymore. That's it. It's over. However, everything we do, we serve our King with, not here on earth. No one here. We serve our King in heaven, and his authority is in heaven and on earth. Matthew 28:18. And that's it. No more. This crap stops. It's, like I said, I have no resentment. I don't care. I'm just not going to get pulled into that anymore. Pulled into the arguments and helping people that all you do is accept any form of Baal Pure, accept these parades going up and down your streets, actually bringing your own children and cheering them on. You've become wicked. It's a wicked country. Why would we work to try to save a wicked country? Why wouldn't we work to serve a kingdom that's forever? Doesn't make any sense to not do that. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome to join. More than welcome to be a part of the North American National Party. Or more than welcome to become a Reign citizen. It doesn't take forever. You go through certain naturalization and you're done. It's over. We all did it. So it's not like we're asking you to do something that we haven't done. It's not a private club. One day you'll figure out if Matthew 28:18 is read correctly, you'll realize what the reign of the heavens actually is. But we're not going to sit here and try to spend our time educating you and everything else, and then you turn around, use that education to start bashing myself and everybody else that was trying to help you in the first place. Happened way too many times, folks. If you didn't do it, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that did do it. All right, that's it. Now you're going to see some changes in the next couple of weeks and months. Things will start turning around for you. And we go from there. This is how it's done. Thanks for listening to the T Roh Show. We'll see you next time.